Hello and welcome to Be My Guest. This is the place where we gather to meet you and interesting people and find out how we can do things just a little bit differently and be a bit creative and to offer a different perspective on life. Stay tuned to hear from people like healers, psychic mediums, tarot card readers, gardeners, crafty people, cooks and chefs, lifestyle and weight loss coaches, and other people who are here to help make our lives a better place to this world a better place to be, and also our lives the best lives that we can. Today I am speaking with the amazing Sue Giacobbe as one half of the Sue Giacobbe and Lucy Butler duo. That sounds like a comedian duo, but they're actually focusing on a far more serious topic, which is an expo that is happening in next Sunday on the 8th of November. It's called Connect and Grow Women's Expo. So I'm going to bring Sue in, and Sue can share with us a little bit more about what's happening. Hello, Sue. How are you?
I'm great, Adair. How are you?
I'm very well. Now, is this the second expo or the first expo that you've run?
This is the first expo because it was due to run in April, but COVID, we had to reschedule. So it's take two of the first one.
Okay. Well, look, we've all had the second go round this year, haven't we? Some have been sent, well, some of us have been sent back to the naughty corner for 3 or 4 go rounds. It has been an interesting year, but I'd love to hear about how the idea of the expo came about and what the purpose of the expo is.
Yeah, excellent. It was a conversation between myself and Lucy Butler. And my background is like I come from an abusive, relationship, and I left that as a mum with 4 children. So I left that situation, and Lucy is a single parent. And we were talking about, wouldn't it be wonderful if there was an event or somehow we could bring resources to women who are trying to leave domestic violent or abusive, toxic relationships, or they've already left, but are overwhelmed. They don't know what the resources are out there. They don't know how to get help. They don't know where to go. And so that's the conversation that started. And we thought, well, why don't we run something? And that's how the expo came to be.
I love that idea. And I know as a single parent, like now I've been through it and I've come out the other end, and I know there is a life to be had at the other end. But when you're going through it, it's awfully daunting, and especially when it's the first time.
Yeah.
And I know it's like you can feel like the world has been ripped out from under you and turned completely upside down. And especially if you're in a relationship that's maybe a bit abusive, it's really, you can feel very, very alone. So I love the idea of having a women's expo. So what sort of support? So say, just share with me, whereabouts is it to start with?
So it's at Plant 4 Bowden in Adelaide, and it's on Sunday the 8th of November, and we're running it from 1 to 5.
Okay, beautiful. So with the so it's a physical where you go, and is it how is it designed? So what sort of things can I access there if I come along to the expo?
Yeah, so kind of going back to my experience when I came out of that situation, I was really kind of a shell of myself, and so overwhelmed. You're trying to deal with your own emotions, got children, deal with what's going on there, and the practical stuff of resetting myself up. There's co-parenting in that situation still. It's a complex environment. A lot of times there's property to settle, sometimes there's not. There's just an array of issues that come up. So on the day, we will have people like, so for example, we will have exhibitors that are from women's safety. We will have lawyers. We will have people who can help with finances and have discussions around, financial stuff. We'll have people who can work with Banana Splits, who is a kids program. And so, how do you, it's a holistic approach approach to moving forward and navigating this whole land of separation, whether it's toxic or not, is still just a maze of navigating. We will also have our wonderful sponsors, Plant 4. They're partnered with us in this, and Jodie Nevid from the 7 Effect. So she will run a workshop for the women to kind of show them what is possible beyond kind of going from victim to survival, and what's beyond that and going to thriving, which is, one of my big passions. It's like we don't have to stay stuck after the event. There's amazing possibilities and potential for us.
Yeah, I think that's a brilliant idea. Now, is your target audience and mainly for younger mums with young children, or is it for across the board? And the reason I ask that is because I am noticing more and more, and for myself and for many of my my cohorts, my female friends who have been separated and divorced later in life and their children have grown, it's actually there's issues like homelessness have become a huge issue for people, for women 40, 45 and above.
Yeah. So no age barrier. It's if you're looking to get some resources, find out information, ask questions in a safe place, come along. But there's also people like, energy healers, coaches, people who can help on a, personal level too. There's the practical, and then there's us and our well-being as individuals, because it takes a lot to rebuild our confidence. It takes a lot to just feel like you're not stuck in a rut and overwhelmed.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know if there's anything that exists exactly like that. And I know you were talking to the girls from Healing Through Love earlier this week. And I think it's something that they're very complimentary, what you're doing.
Very.
And I think it's something that's if it was around 20 or 30 years ago, I really would have appreciated it. So when you how do people find, like, it's Plant 4, it's on the 8th of November, it's you've got a range of different services. People can just come in. Are there refreshments there, or there's activities for the kids, if so they bring the kids along? Or
yes, so definitely there are activities for the kids. There are some exhibitors that are going to run them. There is food there, so come along, grab a bite to eat while you're at Plant 4. Some of the food services shut at, I think, 2:30, but we've got one of the food providers is a beautiful, making beautiful pizzas, who are staying open for us, and they're upstairs. So it's just perfect. Drinks, it's come along. It's a beautiful atmosphere to be in anyway, but it's also great to connect with other women who are going through similar situations. We learn from one another. I wish, you said that, I wish that was around when I was going through. I was the same. I wish I had a space where I could go and learn and support one another and learn what I need to do, tap into resources that I didn't know existed. Yeah.
And what about things like Centrelink and those sort of financial supports? Are they coming to the table as well, or are there just there opportunities to? Because that can be a complete
whole other maze in itself. Centrelink won't be there, but the other services that are there will be able to provide some assistance. But definitely Centrelink, we would have loved to be able to have them there, because that was the other thing. It was just like, it was all too overwhelming, and I didn't know what I didn't know.
Yeah. And I really, my heart goes out to people who are in need of these services in these times, because I know that the that the massive hit on Centrelink and the systems from people like my granddaughter, who had never been unemployed and never had to apply and never go into the system. She's 18, and it really did her head in, and she was a young girl who'd lost her job because of COVID. And then but if you've lost your life and your marriage, and then you're finding your way through a system that's already overloaded and chock-a-block, it just is. I can imagine it would be would be really awful. So just, yeah, go on.
I was going to say, and your head is fogged up.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much to take in, and it's like, can I just dump this somewhere with someone? And you know, one of the things that I do with the women as a coach that I work through, that work with, that have gone through these situations, is to have that place where they can just dump and have someone journey with them through it to get on the other side of the fog. You know, the fog that's kind of, it's from the overwhelm, it's from the stress.
It is, and absolutely it is something that when you are stressed that much, and it is just, it can be just totally overwhelming. But I'd just like to take this opportunity to remind you that if you're watching this, please remember to hit the little button that goes like that, and make sure that people that you know will love to see this information or would find this information useful and beneficial. Please let them know, because without your help, things like this can't get off the ground. And it really depends on you to help us to get the word out about the amazing work that Sue and Lucy are doing. So it is something that we just, even if you don't know anybody, you never know what just hitting that little arrow that goes that way.
Yeah.
That what it can do, because you don't know who you're helping. And if you're feeling a bit, you know, like, wow, I don't know how to help, that's all you need to do. That's the biggest help you could be. If you can't be there, or if you can't be part of it, just hit the arrow. So thank you for your support, everybody. Now, Sue, I just wanted to ask you a little bit about yourself, because we've talked about the Connect and Grow Expo, and Lucy's not here to share about her business, but just a little bit about yourself, and then I don't know if you can speak on behalf of Lucy, a little bit about what Lucy's about, because I know I did some training with Lucy, and you're both amazing women, and we'll have all the details up here for people to connect with you. So just share with us.
Thank you. Well, like I said, that my background was, you know, I have domestic violence in my background and coming through it. And the thing for me was, you know, about not staying small. It was like my mantra was, I choose life. And so, you know, I was very lucky. People came into my life. I had coaches, I had mentors, but it took a while before I got to that place. It was a, you know, dark space before I got to there. And then this has brought me, I guess, to where I am today, where I'm passionate about giving back and supporting other people through difficult, challenging times, no matter what it is, whether it's personal, whether it's in their career, whether it's, you know, they just want to go from where they are to greater. And so I work with people. I do, you know, one-on-one coaching. I do workshops and training. It's about remembering who we are. It's about reigniting that spark that's within us anyway, and connecting with our truest essence. And so I'm really passionate about not only seeing the potential, but helping people fulfill that potential and just thriving and blossoming. So that's kind of, you know.
So you've moved into the coaching space.
Yeah. And you know, going back, Adair, I would not have imagined myself when I was, you know, back 25 years ago, going through all of that. I would never have imagined that I could do this.
Yeah.
And so I just want to show other people it's possible.
Yeah.
It's doable.
Anything is possible if you've got if you just put your foot out there. If you're watching this and you're feeling like that you don't know where to turn, go to the expo, take that first step. Get that, I was going to say the arms are safe there. These girls are amazing. They really are. And you just to help with sharing your experience and providing a safe place to land, which I think, and for people who are starting on this journey, it really is, you know, to have someone there to shine the light on the path. It makes it a lot easier to travel, because it is scary. It is really scary. And I know that you just, you think, I'm never going to get through it. I don't know which way to turn. So with people like Sue sharing from her own experiences and providing a light for you to be able to find your own path and know that you can do whatever you want to do. Because having people, Jodie's amazing. Having Jodie there, I'm sure, will inspire so many people.
Yeah. It's very exciting to have her there to do it. She's going to run a small workshop, and the exciting thing is people pay a lot of money to see Jodie and to, attend her workshops, and she's going to be providing that free of charge to, all the women that are there. And that really excites me, because this is, a lot of what Connect and Grow is about providing the information, the inspiration, the support, the connection to grow women to, a whole other level. And I'm can't wait to actually see Jodie in action.
And even if your own business isn't a thing that you've got in your future, it may be something that you can be inspired to think about and to work towards on your journey. So exciting stuff. Now, did you go on?
I was going to say, and those principles can be applied to your life. So the thing that I love is there's solid principles to apply to business, life, career. It's about, it's about getting excited again and just redesigning the life that that you want to achieve, and saying, this is possible. This is, we're worthy. We're worth it. We're worth investing in ourselves again. But as women too, we put others before us.
We always do, don't we?
And we kind of park us. But, the thing that I've learned is self-love and self-care is vital for us to, be able to be the best that we can for those around us anyway. So
absolutely. I'm still learning about boundaries.
Well, I don't think we ever stop.
I think it's an ongoing journey, but And would you want to share a little bit about what Lucy is about and her business as well? And we'll have the links for everything above here. So yes.
And Lucy is really on the same path. She uses different modalities to me. She has, a whole heap of other tools to me. But really, it's about helping women overcome stress, overwhelm in their life, and, find a balanced life full of purpose and meaning. And I would say hit the button, check out her website, because you'll get a lot more and you'll see what Lucy's about. Yeah. You'll see what Lucy's all about. And I don't want to do any, what's the word, not fully explain Lucy's, skills but amazing. She's an amazing woman. She's a single mom who's, done life. And so she's got a lot to offer.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for that. And we are live on mytimetv.live. We're also on other pages. So if you see us on other pages, please pop over to mytimetv.live and say hi over here. We're also syndicated out to over 50 channels of TV on demand via the Binge Network syndication program. And please do remember to hit that little button and help get the word out, especially if you're in Adelaide, because these amazing ideas and these amazing services and initiatives are coming out of Adelaide, which is fantastic. And it's amazing. Who knows where it will end up? So it's the Connect and Grow Women's Expo. So just a final roundup on the details of that. The links are up here.
And you can get us on Eventbrite or our Facebook page. You just go on there, click on Get the Tickets and register. Yeah.
So tickets are free?
Yes.
And do you have to register to come along, or is it preferred for catering, or do you have any COVID requirements?
Yeah, because of number capacity, so we need to know who's going to be there, and just so we also can have a goodie bag for you. So the other thing is that we've been,
Oh,
donated some goodies, and so we have a little goodie bag. And also when you attend, when you are there, we will draw a fabulous door prize. It's a Riverbend Caravan Park accommodation for a couple of nights. So excellent. So it's worth you being there just for that.
and if I hadn't come back to Queensland, I'd be there. But that's okay because I'll be there in spirit, and I'm sure you'll do some little lives, and we can have a look around while you're. Well, is there any final words you'd like to say, Sue? Thank you.
Just thank you very much, Adair, for bringing us on and allowing us to share this. We're super passionate about this. Lucy and I have put a lot of time and heart into this because we believe in having this concept roll out and become bigger than it is.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, and do pass my best regards on to Lucy. I know she's doing family stuff right now, and I'm glad that we could manage to get this in when we did. So it's been amazing catching up with you. I love to see your beautiful smiley face.
I love being here.
Oh, I do look forward to seeing you again very soon, and all the best for the expo.
Thank you. Thanks, Adair. Bye.